morning everybody and welcome to our pre-prep assembly. As promised last week, we are back to thinking about our golden rules, and we have covered golden rule, we are gentle. We have thought about we are kind and helpful. We have listened to, we listen. And the last one we did before half term was we are honest. And today we're going to be thinking about we work hard. Now, I know that some of you are at home, some of you are at school, but wherever we are, this is a golden rule that's also very important. We work hard and we don't waste our time. Okay, so we work hard, we don't waste time. Alfred Alligator was beaming from ear to ear as he carried a middle-sized box into school on Monday. It looked just like an ordinary brown box, but Alfred was carrying it very, very carefully. Alfred carried the box up to Miss Beanie. She smiled and said, "I'm so pleased to hear the good news from your family." Mona Monkey and Elsa Elephant were listening. "What's the good news?" asked Mona. Alfred was so excited that he could hardly stand still. "My mummy has had a baby," he said. It was true. After a long wait, the baby had finally arrived. "Is the baby in the box?" asked Elsa. Alfred and Miss Beanie chuckled. "No, it's a box of treasures to show about the baby," said Alfred. Miss Beanie took the box carefully from him. "We'll look at this later at the end of the day, when all of our jobs are done," she said. Alfred nodded and settled down on the carpet to listen to Miss Beanie. It was a very busy Monday. There were daffodils to sketch and paint, blocks to sort and count, and stories to write about the jungle. The children were very busy until Louis Lion flicked his yellow paint all over the table, again and again. "Louis, please get on with what you're doing," said Miss Beanie. Then, when the class had sorted out the blocks, Louis Lion mixed them all up so that the animals couldn't count them. "Louis, please get on with what you're doing," said Miss Beanie again. Do you know? Miss Beanie had to tell Louis 4 more times to get on with his work. At the end of the day, all the class tidied up. Alfred carefully lifted his box from Miss Beanie's desk and took it to her. Miss Beanie shook her head slowly. "I'm sorry," she said. "We've run out of time today. We'll look at it tomorrow." Alfred nodded, but he looked a little bit sad. Tuesday was another very busy work day. There were Play-Doh worms to make, numbered dominoes to play, different sized sand towers to build, and finger painting, which everyone loves. The class got on with their jobs, and they also had to read with Miss Beanie. Then it was time to tidy up. Alfred was very excited at the thought of showing his box. But then Miss Beanie discovered that Louis Lion had put the dominoes in the sand and the Play-Doh worms in the paint tray. With everybody's help, the animals managed to get the class tidy again, but they were 2 minutes late going out for home time. Alfred's tail was drooping along the floor. Miss Beanie noticed and turned to him. "Tomorrow," she said. Alfred grinned and nodded. He was sad because he couldn't show what was in his box. On Wednesday, Louis Lion didn't work hard at number time. All the other animals were trying to count in pairs. Miss Beanie had to ask Louis to stop rolling on the floor, and she had to tell him to stop throwing his number cards around. Later, Louis made the class late again by hiding his clothes at the end of PE. It took 20 minutes to find his socks. They were behind the rabbit hutch. Miss Beanie was very disappointed. She had a long talk with Louis about the golden rule that he kept breaking. Do you know which one it was? Yes, it was the one about working hard and not wasting time. Louis listened to Miss Beanie. Once again, the class were late, sitting down for story time and show and tell. Now it was time to go home. Nobody saw Alfred take his brown box home with him. On Thursday, Louis tried really hard to concentrate on his work. He planted some seeds and even tidied up the soil and the spades. He also finished a puzzle all by himself, and he didn't throw any of the pieces around. And then he read a book quietly with Zelda. That's good, concentrating on his work. Miss Beanie beamed at the class at carpet time. She was delighted that Alfred Alligator had something to show. Everyone looked at Alfred. He looked back at them. Everyone grinned as they waited to see what he had to show. But Alfred didn't grin. He looked sad. "Oh," he said, "I took my box home. I didn't think that anybody wanted to see what was in it." "I did." "Me too," came the shouts from his friends. Miss Beanie said, "Oh dear, Alfred, is that what you thought?" Alfred nodded sadly. "There was never time to look at the box at the end of each day," he said. Louis looked embarrassed. He realised that he had broken a golden rule and had wasted lots of time, and now all of his friends were missing out on seeing what was in Albert's box. He looked sad now. Miss Beanie noticed and smiled at him. She knew that he would be trying a lot harder from now on. Miss Beanie had a quiet word with Alfred about bringing his box back to school the next day. On Friday, Alfred brought his box to school again. Miss Beanie thanked him for being patient all week. The class couldn't wait to see what was in the box. Everyone had worked hard at their jobs all day, even Louis. Then, at show and tell, Alfred finally showed his treasures from the box. The class oohed and ahed as Alfred pulled out a photo of the cutest baby alligator, a name bracelet from the hospital with the baby's name on it, 2 tiny pairs of booties that the baby had worn when she left hospital, and a photo of the smiley nurse who had helped the baby to be born. And Alfred's little sister is called Amy. That's exciting. Everyone loved seeing these treasures. They were all eager to see the baby too. Alfred felt very proud. Do you know that when Alfred's mummy brought the baby into school, it was Louis who was the first to cuddle the baby? And why? Because Louis had worked so hard all day long. Oh, that's nice. So, very important that we remember we work hard. And I know all of you have been working super hard at home, and I've seen some of the lovely things that you've been doing. Keep up the good work, whether you're at home or at school. Keep trying hard for your teachers and doing the very best that you can do. Now take care, everybody, and I will see you soon. Thank you for being good listeners. Take care. Bye.